It was a bad morning. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the homestead. So it has been a beautiful morning. It's nice and cool. Got done all of my morning chores, but let me tell you about what happened yesterday during my morning chores. It was a bad morning. All right, friends. So here we are in front of number 5. Number 5, as you know, is my chicken brooder for all of my meat birds. We have been using this for 4 years now, and this is where we keep our babies as soon as we get them until they're about 3 weeks old and able to be outside on pasture. So yesterday morning, came out here to do my chores as normal, go in there, check on them, give them fresh food and water, and as soon as I opened this door, right there at the bottom, I found 2 of my babies dead. One was completely eaten. All that was left was its feet and some intestines. The other one was eaten all on the inside and everything else was left. So I knew something is getting in here and eating my babies. So I got in here, I did a quick look to check and see if anything else looked amiss. Over here in the corner is where I had the feed. I had some cardboard and then I had the shavings. So I decided to go ahead and clean everything out and try to figure out what was in here, if it was still in here, and how it was getting in here. When I moved everything away, I found the graveyard of baby chicks. All I found were feet. That's it. I found probably 6 to 10 pairs of feet, all behind the trash can and the shavings and the cardboard. Cleaned everything out. We had a few holes in here that had over the years rotted, and we went ahead and we put wood over those holes, but that wasn't enough. It was still coming in. So I don't know if it was coming in from those holes or if it was coming in from up on top. Not sure. All I knew is my babies were not safe. We found a few holes along the side right here that were going in and then along the back. So we went ahead and we cemented this yesterday, and then we're going to do the back today. But I knew I could not leave my babies in there until we get this completely safe. And whatever is coming in and eating them has a taste for them, so I know it'll be coming back for more. So I took the remainder of my babies and I moved them into the barn. Went ahead and took our crates that we had made, put chicken wire around them, so that way they can be safe in here. We've got their heat lamp, we've got their food and water. I made 2 of them because that's how many I had. And then here in the middle, I've got all of my chicks. These are my laying hens. So I'm raising those up. And once they're big enough, they'll be joining the bigger hens in the barn. So being able to pull them out gave me a chance to actually count. I was able to go ahead and count exactly how many we have. So originally we started off with 86 meat birds. I'm down to 64. Granted, I have lost at least 12 of them that I know of prior to this incident. Turkeys. I had 12 turkeys. I've got 8 turkeys left. So whatever is coming in here has eaten a lot of my chickens and my turkeys. But that is all a part of growing your own food and living on a homestead. You're gonna have predators, and you just have to try to be smarter than the predators. So for now, the remainder of the time that they are gonna be in there, that's where they're gonna be safe. And then we'll take them out to pasture. Lesson learned. So we have one more batch of meat birds that are coming. They will be here beginning of June. I don't think we'll be using number 5 because I don't know if we're going to be able to rip out the flooring, put new flooring down, because there are holes in there, and whatever is getting in is going to eat through those, eat through that wood to get to them. So we need to replace that whole flooring inside number 5. So until we do that, I am not going to be putting any more meat birds in number 5. Instead, I will be keeping them in the garage where it is a lot safer. All right, so that is what we are dealing with as far as animal wise. Now, this weekend is Mother's Day weekend, which here in Eastern Kentucky is time to go ahead and plant outside because we are no longer in danger of frost during this week. So I have been taking all my peppers and my tomatoes, and I have been putting them outside so they can harden off and get them ready to plant. So I just need to do a quick till, get this all cleaned up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and plant all of my peppers and my tomatoes right here. Let me show you how great they are looking. So for whatever reason, this year, none of my pepper plants grew that I planted. So I had to go ahead and buy some peppers. But all the tomatoes, I started those back in February, and they're all doing really, really well. I've got Amish paste, Roma tomatoes, and Sweet 100 tomatoes. Those are the 3 that we do absolutely love here. So I made sure to plant plenty of those, because all the tomatoes, all the paste tomatoes and my Roma tomatoes will become sauce, because we eat a lot of tomato sauce. And then the Sweet 100s, those are just for snacking. Now on to this part, my grapes. These are doing really good. You can see the little grapes are starting to come. Here is where I planted my strawberries, my asparagus, my green onions, and then in between I put a bunch of radishes and beets. So you can see how great they're all doing. And I'm just letting all of these asparagus just fern out. And my onions are doing really well. I also planted around the edge. I did peas and zinnias. So my zinnias are starting to pop out right there. But none of my peas came up. Not a one. This whole perimeter, I did peas. Nothing. Oh, wait a minute. I've got one. One pea. Oh well. As to gardening, you put stuff out in hopes that it grows. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So for Mother's Day, I will be treating myself to a day of gardening. All right, friends. Well, thanks for hanging out with me as I did my morning chores, and then I told you a little bit about our devastation that happened yesterday. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you plan to do for your Mother's Day weekend. For all of those mothers out there, happy Mother's Day, and I hope you all have a blessed day.